Oh, good evening, everyone. It is me, uh, your brother, your friend. I'm just here this evening to as a matter of fact, quickly. Oh, good evening. Quickly discuss issues on ground with us. Please just press your share button as we share this video. Just press your share button. Thank you, guys. Press your share button. Press your share button. Let's kick the show starting. Later in the day, we are going to have our brother Magnus Ibe will be joining us soon on an interview where we're going to debate or talk about many things concerning the South South and the Edos. So I want you to just press your share button. Let's get people rolling in as we discuss today. The reason is the Nigerian state must move forward because we are very particular about a better Nigeria and a well articulate Edo State. So let me see you just press your share button, guys. Let's move forward. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Let's just press your share button if you are here with us. Press your share button. Let's move on as we discuss important issues that is surrounding our state and the South state. After the election of our able Governor Enora Obaseki, we in the diasporas, particularly those in diasporas organization, we decided to come up. MDSO, I greet you, Esther Sifo, I salute you guys. We decided to come back and begin to put things in place in order for us to have a united South. And in that context, we're talking about some of the things that we need to do as an Edo people. And in my last topic, when I said Edo must move forward, let's unite to make a better Edo. I said I was going to come up to discuss issues, how we got bonded together as the Edo people. So what are the things that we need to understand about our unity within the South, part side of Nigeria? It will be a little bit. I'm going to talk in politics here and there as I go on. Yeah, the truth of the matter is, we as the Edos, we are in a very peculiar position as far as the Nigeria geographical or political or cultural setting is concerned. That makes us to be the envy and the target also, the envy and the target also. And so as an Edo man or as an Edo woman, whether you are from Esan, you are from Esako, which are the Afemans, or you are from the Benin speaking part of Edo, you must understand that you are very, very peculiar, you are very unique based on your geographical location, based on your tendency, ancestral, tendencies that have been put in place by your forefathers. That will make you to understand that Nigeria will move forward only when Edo get it right. Okay, Edo State is more like the Africa. It's more like the Nigeria of Africa. Okay, if the African need to get it right, Nigeria need to get it right first. And if Nigeria must get it right, Edo needs to get it right. You will see that the what is it called? The Edo Nobi Lagos, the political exposure that came through with the 2020 general gubernatorial election in Edo State, has actually woken up many people, within the political space in the state called Nigeria today. Whereby everybody there now is not clamoring for what they want the Nigerian government to do for them. That was a job you guys did as Edolite, and we are very proud of you guys. And we are saying kudos, to that wonderful thing that you guys did during that time. Also, during the NSAS protest, also after there was a shootout or a killing of a young guy in Ughelli, then the riot, actually NSAS riot, actually also started in Edo State again, and you've also set a pace, for others to be able to come in. And there are many things, there are many areas in which the Edos have actually put their foot down, either for good or for bad. And that has shown that we are actually a pace setter, and our unity will make us to do more and also to create an enabling environment to have a better Nigeria, a better Edo State. Now, having said all this, now what is the origin of the state called Edo? Why do I always say that the Esan are Edo, are Benin, the Afemans are Benin? Now, we must get this very clearly, how we started, what was our origins, and how did we as a people actually got to where we are today. Maybe today, little introduction can help us to understand where we are coming from and what we actually, or who we actually are as a people. Okay, we are very strong people with strong mind. We are very intellectual. We are very, very articulate, and also we are very mobile. We are very innovative also. Yeah, we are very innovative as an Edo man. We are very, very innovative. Do you know that the Edo bronze all over the world is one of the most expensive bronze you can ever think of? These guys created this bronze, when there was no cameras, where there were no form of Sister Grace. Good evening, ma. Sister Mercy, I greet you. When there were no form of there was no form of what is it called of photographs. But our people were very innovative, they were very intellectual. They put the picture of the man or the woman they want to make in their mind, and they make it just the same way, the man looks like. That's why you have the Igun today in the Ring Road area, where actually that was where there was the headquarters where they were making these bronzes, in the old Benin Kingdom. Now let's not look at it. How do we get to the place called the Benin Kingdom? What was actually, how did it happen that we get to where we are today? Now there is a story that is going around that maybe we're going to talk about a little bit. I might not be too good in as an historian, but I will do it, to put up political points. So I'm going to just throw it in and gather some political point for us to understand. Please share this video where we must unite as a people so we can move the state forward. Now we're told in the 1800 CE, in the 1800 CE, that's after the death of Christ. That's when the city called Igodomigodo actually began from. Igodomigodo was a city that was created by one of our ancestral father, called Idu, Idu, Pa Edo. Good evening, my dear. How are you doing? Pa Edo. What actually happened then was in the old system, they had this system whereby they have a community of people. We have people between the age of 15 to 20, between the age of 20 to 30, and then between the age of 30 to 50, and they will now have 50 plus. And each of this group had its responsibilities that they were carrying out. Now, when you now get to the age of 50 plus, that's where one person is now being chosen to become the Odionwere. Odionwere is the oldest man in the village or in the street. I think that this is still very, very applicable today in Benin. You still go to so very many streets, you see have Odionweres, which is the oldest man in the street. When Odionwere dies, the next oldest man now uses the first person to build their homes or their houses in the street to become an Odionwere. So when Odionwere dies, the man who came into the street before this other one becomes the new Odionwere. So that is how it is now be done. So this system actually began, very many years ago, about 800 CE, over a million years ago, where that very particular event actually took place in Benin, in Edo State, then called Igodomigodo. Okay, please share this video. Like I said, I'm not a good historian, but I will try my best today to see how I can give up what I have learned. Like I said, they have different age group. They call it O2, O2, OTU, different age groups, which we also have today. We call it in the English language, we call it peer groups. We say that between 35 and 40 years is peer group. Today we have 5 years difference. As peer group, this thing has been in existence even before the coming of the white man to now introduce it into our political or social calendars. Now, Pa Idu, he has children. He also had children also. He has children also who were also very, very. Pa Idu became the leader of the village as the Odionwere, as the most eldest person, and he was very, articulate. He was very innovative, and he brought in a lot of ideas into place. And while this was going on, one of the son of Pa Idu, who actually now came up with the Godomigodo we have today, decided to become the first Ogiso. Ogiso is the king of the sky. That's Ogie Niso. Ogieniso, that is the king of the sky. Ogieniso, the king of the sky. So it became the first Ogiso of the Godomigodo kingdom, as it was popularly called in those days. And this man actually was really, really, strong. He was really strong and very, very articulate in all that he was doing. And then the new kingship system started in Benin Kingdom, and there were a lot of Ogiso that came in before the time of the Obas. Okay, there were a lot of them that came in before the time of the Obas. And now, while the Ogisos were there, things were really moving on in Benin Kingdom, and things were really going on fantastically well. We were getting more and more known in our societies and everything surrounding us. Then there came a time in the Benin Kingdom that we have an issue. That was in time of Ogiso Ewedo, and in that very particular time, there was some issues between the wives of the then Ogiso, and one of their son, who was called a Kaladera, and they lied against the young guy, and they said the young guy committed some crime, which and it was only the only son of King Ogiso Ewedo, which was the last Ogiso of the Ogiso dynasty in Benin. I'm knowing fully well that the Benin kingdom, the Godo kingdom, we have two dynasties. We have the Ogiso dynasties, we have the dynasties of the Oba. Okay, now when this guy was now being accused of committing some crime, and by the law of the land, he should be killed. But this was a conspiracy by one of the wives, of the king as at that time, who felt she was a headess in the house, but she wasn't the one that actually gave birth to that very particular heir to the throne. And so when that happened, and the boy cried, he cried, he shed tears, trying to persuade his father, for the father to understand and hear that he was innocent of the allegation that was against him. But being a king, and who was very keen about pride of a king than humanity, he came in, and he didn't listen to the son. So the son was now asked to be executed by the warriors, the palace warriors, the kingdom warriors as at that time. Now, there is one thing about the Benin kingdom, or the Godomigodo kingdom. It is a crime for a commoner to shed the blood of the royal. The royal blood is called the blue blood. I mean, if you know that. The royal blood is called the blue blood. The blue blood. If you know that, just say, let me hear. I mean, if you know that. The royal blood is called the blue blood. Yeah, it's called the blue blood. Okay. We have the red blood, but the royal household has the blue blood. Now it has not become, a thing that is not being said all over the world, that the blue blood. When they talk about the blue blood, they're talking about the royal household. Now it was a crime in Benin, then the Ngodomigodo kingdom, which is also the same thing today, for a commoner to kill royalty. And now talk of the heir apparent to the throne of the kingdom. So when these guys took this young man called a Caladera, to the boundaries, of the land, and also they cannot kill him in the Godomigodo premises. It was also an abomination. So they had to take him out to the boundary where he was no more on the land, on the soil of the Godomigodo kingdom. Then when they got there, because of the royalty that was involved, they were scared. Maybe they killed this guy, they might return back home and be killed by the Ogiso, based on the already existing laws and protocols. So when they got there, the guy cried, begged them, pleaded with them, told them he was innocent of the crime and everything he said. And there's one of them, which was the leader of the youth, or the warriors who were supposed to execute him, known as the executioners in those days, decided to forgive him, but on an agreement or on a promise that both of them made, and said, you will never return back to this land. They swore an oath that he will never come back to Benin kingdom, to Igodomigodo kingdom. So they allowed him go. They got a chicken, they killed the chicken, used the blood of the chicken, on their sword, or their machete, which they use in executing people. They returned back to the palace, and they told the Oba, the Ogiso, then that the son of the crown prince had been executed. And when they told the guy, based on the fact that what was happening, Ogiso Ewedo couldn't really bear it. That actually led to the death of the father, because he had no child to take over from him. That there was now an issue. And also, Ogiso Ewedo was the only one that was left. Ogiso Ewedo was the only one that was left, in his own entire dynasty also. So that ended the Ogiso dynasty. When that happened, the Beninese lived without king for very many many years, very many years. Very many years. They lived without king. There was no king in Benin Kingdom, and things were no more going the way it ought to go. Now there came a time where there was a very terrible creature who was always coming out to actually kill people. You might have heard of this song. There was many tales of myths that were coming out that there was a creature that was always coming out to kill people, but that was true. There was a creature that was coming out to kill people in Udu, in those areas. Udo today, sorry, in Udo, that's where actually the kingdom began from. And this creature was always coming out to kill people, and everybody was scared. The people don't go to the market anymore because when they do that, there's always an opera. The thing will come aside, get people killed and all that and that. And there was a man who came up, and the son decided to it's called Ogiame, the one who actually become a part of the Ogiame family today. He came out and actually, fought against that very, murderous creature, killed the creature, and because of that, extra prowess and extra courage that he had, and Benin was not having a king. They were not afraid. If we don't get a leader right now, maybe other communities around us might one day invade us. You know what it is in those days? Just like a country without no president. No, the invasion is easy. So there's no coherence, there's no organization, so nothing was happening. And then I said, okay, let us make this man, the Ogiame, the guy, this very strong, powerful, brave, young man, to become the leader. The leader, of the Benin. And so, that's how the Ogiame became, the leader of the Igodo Medigodo kingdom. You understand what I'm saying now? He also ruled, and the Ogiame himself, the first guy who is actually the Ogiame, when he died, now the son took over from him. And when the son took over, the son wanted to make it to become hereditary, but that was not the actual plan of the people, the Uzamani, who actually enthroned the kingdom to him. Now, during that process, the guy who was the leader of the group that actually went to execute a Kaladera came up and told them, sir, we are very sure that the Kaladera was not being killed. So they went to go into divination. Then it was only about divination because that's what we practiced then. And they actually told them that the Kaladera was not dead, that it was actually set free by these people, and is on a far land, in the west. Okay, so that's how the Yoruba kingdom, interwoven with the Benin kingdom. So let me throw light on that a little bit. Maybe that will help us a little bit. I'm not going to stay long because I have an interview in the next 1.5 hours. Okay, guys. Now, Ashley Jackson or wherever they call you, you don't just come here and insult people without not actually knowing what is on ground. Okay. The 200,000 you talk about, you guys just talking there. You need to ask questions before you start talking. If you know who I am, I can feed you all your life. Okay? I can feed you your entire life. You and your family. Okay? I can feed you all your life. So you don't know who you're talking to. Go ask questions about me. I don't eat people's money. I don't care about any money as somebody about based on my belief. Okay? So don't come to people's page and talk trash. Please, guys. Sometimes we need to respect ourselves. Okay? On that video, you know my name. Did you hear my name in that video? I don't believe in working for money. I make my money. So if you don't know me, go ask of me. Come to Sweden here, ask of who I am. I can feed you all your life, my brother. So stop talking trash on my wall. So if you have no sense, you get off the wall. Sorry, guys. Somebody just said something here. It's insulting me. Don't even know who I am. Have you ever heard of my name on the 20,000 saga? What is 20,000? Even the entire money given to them, it's not even enough of. It's not enough the kind of money I make in a month. Please, where was I when I got that very unnecessary interaction? Please, where was I? Yeah. So yeah, So when he left the Caladeran to go, he wandered into the forest, of in the west. Why he was in the forest? As at this time, the Yoruba speaking people who we actually now listen this. The Yoruba people were already existing in the West. Okay, the Yoruba were already existing in the West. They were already there, but they were not also coordinated when it comes to leadership. So the Benin were not actually the ones who actually began the Yoruba kingdom. No, the Yoruba were already existing in that kingdom or in that locality, but they were not organized. There was no administrative, organization in that area. Somebody get that now. So people saying the Edos are the Yorubas. No, that was not it. It was the one link that linked us together is what I'm going to try to explain based on what I know. Okay, the Yoruba were already existing in their own region or their own place where they were in that time, and the king, the prince, the crown prince of Benin, he was still dressed in his royal regalia. Okay, he was dressed, in that royal, dressing as a king, and everybody knows that as a king, you will definitely see one, no matter where the guy is coming from. Particularly in the ancient, African kingdom, the king, the princes dressed, extraordinary. I think this guy, this Ashley Johnson is an idiot. I can feed your life, or you don't know. I can feed you all your life. You are so stupid and daft. That's the truth. You are really daft and very, very inconsequential. So now, before then, like I said, now the Yorubas were already there. Now, when the Caladera was there, he dressed, as a prince when he was being led away from the kingdom, and he was wandering in the forest of the west. And some I've already blocked him because he's mad upstairs. He has no idea of what he's doing. He's mentally imbalanced. Okay, when he got to that place. When he got to that place, he was in the forest, wandering around in the forest, and these guys who were already residing in that very particular locality, in that locality, came in, and they asked him some questions. When they saw him, the way he was, he looked so kept, he looked beautiful, he was like a king, and they asked him, where are you from? Where are you from? And he told him, I am the son of Ogieniso. Okay? I am the son of Ogieniso, which means I am the son of the king of the sky. I am the son of the king of the sky. And so when you hear some stories about Oduduwa coming from the sky, when you hear the story about Oduduwa coming from the sky, that was how that statement came to be. Because when he was asked the name, who are you? He said, I am the son of the king of the sky. In translation, flies from Benin now, which means Ogieniso. I'm the king of the sky. I'm the king of the son of the sky. The title of the Edos then was called Ogie, Ogiso. You know, in a full statement, in a full statement, it is called Ogie Niso. Okay, Ogie Niso. Murphy Face. There are many books you can get. Go to any of the Benin cultural centers. You're going to get many of these books there, written by different authors at different time, where you can get a lot of these stories, you know, there. Okay, you can get it there. You can go there. You can get a lot of these stories there. Now, so. And when he said that, they're not asking, what is your name? He said his name was Izoduwa, which was corrupted to be Oduduwa. Based on historians, I'm giving you clear historical perspective right now. Izoduwa. You know, I have defined my destiny. I have defined my destiny, which was not corrupted to be Oduduwa. That was how, you know, they took him in, because he was already dressed like a king. They took him in and he became their leader. Okay, he became their leader, and that was how he came in. And when he got to that place where it is called Ile-Ife today, that was where he actually resided, which is now the head. The traditional ground of the Yoruba kingdom. And that word Ile-Ife was also corrupted. It was called Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife. Okay? Ile-Ife. That is, I escaped, you know, into wealth. Ile-Ife, you know. So which was not corrupted to become Ile-Ife. Okay? So that was how the name came, and the Ooni of Ife we see today was actually not the son of the Oba. Okay, was not the son of the Oba. It was the son of the Oba then was not even an Ooni, was an Alafin. Okay. Now the Ooni of Ife was a child of a woman that had some issues with. He gave birth to a child. Then Oduduwa, who was not a king now of Ife, took the Ooni of Ife. That is, took the Ooni, which they call the Ooni of Ife today, which was a child. Took the child, trained the child up, and allowed the child to become a custodian. Decided to become a custodian of the deities that was being practiced in Ife as at that time. So that tradition became what was now known as Ooni. Okay, the Ooni was not a kingship. It was more like a custodian of the tradition, the gods. What a treasure of the gods and everything that was involved. Yeah, the strike keeper. Thank you. I think you made that. Yeah, that's the word. The strike keeper. That was actually what the Ooni of Ife, was. Now, having said that, so let's leave about, because we're not going to talk about the Ooni of Ife. We're going to just concentrate on the link. So that was where the Benin had a link with the Yoruba kingdom. That's the beginning of the link. Now, in Benin, in Edo State, in the Middle Kingdom, there was an uprising because the new Ogiamie was a little bit was not as good as the father or the grandfather. So he became a little bit very, very tough guy, to the people. People said they feel it because the time of the first guy who killed this wildrose animal, they loved the man because the man was really respectful. He loved them. The son came in. It was also working. But the third guy came in. It's like the thing was becoming. It was a little bit more tougher, more stronger than the normal, which the Benin people were not actually used to. There was an outcry, and that outcry came in. That was when the Uzamaniyan, like I said, went on a divination quest to get what is actually the problem. So then they were told that the child who they thought was already killed was still alive. So they went after him. They trekked all the way to Ile-Ife, and they met this guy. As at this time, if you watch them very carefully, Oduduwa was always using a cover up. You never see the face of Oduduwa. Never. Never see the face of Oduduwa. Never see the face. The reason why that it became a culture today was because Oduduwa was afraid that the people, the economical people who were coming to Ile-Ife to do business will not recognize him. So he was only putting on a veil made of beads just to cover his face. The reason why he did that, it was not a tradition, but just to hide his face from his people, which also becomes tradition today of our laughing. They are always putting up this very particular big veil on their face to make sure that they are not seen. So when they went there and they told him all their problems and all that and that. And based on the historian, he told them, say, come guys, I am not sure that I can return back. Because one, I took an oath with the guys who set me free. Then I took an oath that I will never, ever come back, to Benin Kingdom. And two, I'm so very old. So for me to trek from here down to Benin will be a very, very tough situation. But what I'm going to do to you, I will give you one of my children, which is called Omononya. Omononya was also corrupted to be Oraminya, by the Yorubas. It was called, the actual name was Omononya. The child who is always very, I'm going to call that a child who lost, who is always, pampered, the pampered child. Who is always, the father's favorite, kind of. That was who he was. That was the meaning of that word, Omononya, which was now corrupted to become Orominya, And he said, I'm going to send you my child. But before I do that, I want you guys to, I'm not too sure if you guys have actually changed your ways. Knowing the way and manner he was being treated while he was in Benin, was then in Migodo, pampered, Well, so he said, I'm going to give you a tax. I'm going to give you 7 lies. 7 lies you're going to train these lies. And after 3 months or thereabout, you bring these lies back to me, alive and well fed. That if you can do that, then it means you'll be ready to take care of my son. So he actually gave them that lies, and when he got home, one of the chiefs put the lies in the head of his servant, warned him never to bath, 3 years, never to bath, never to do something or whatever in that very particular thing until 3 years was done and settled. Now, when this was not done, so they went back to Oduduwa, which is Oduduwa, which is also a Kaladera, the son of the last Ogiso Ewedo, and I asked them, please, can I get these lies that I gave to you some years back? So they actually presented the light from the head of the servant. They saw how well fed the lies were, and the king, which is now Oduduwa, decided to give his son Omononya to the Benin people to take back home. Now, there's also an interfusing again of the Yorubas and the Benin kingdom. So the first time was a Benin man went down there because he was to be executed. And now when this, because the mother of that child, Omononya, is a Yoruba woman, not a Benin woman. Okay? So the mother is a Yoruba because he was already with them. He came back into Benin, and while he was coming in, the Ogiamie then knew of his coming in. There was a war. Okay, there was a war between the Ogiamies and Oromia. Okay, and when that happened, the next thing we saw was language barrier, because Oromia could not speak Benin. So there was problem of language barrier between him and his new people, his new home. Also, there was these forces from the people that were already controlling the entire the Igodo kingdom as at that time. So, and he felt this was not what he actually wished for. So after a while staying there, trying to see if he can be able to go into what was happening, he couldn't actually do it. He decided to return back to his father. I'm going to tell you why he went to go and form the Oyo Empire. I'm going to say that a little bit soon along this line. Let me just say that in. Two kings does not stay in a kingdom. Two kings can't stay in a kingdom. That was the reason why Oromia could not return back to Ile-Ife. He had to go and form his own kingdom in Oyo. So now it become the Oyo Empire. Actually, the Oyo Empire is the original, the only authentic, child of Oduduwa. That's not my problem right now. Now, while he was returning back to his hometown, he passed through in a local government today in Edo South, and got the daughter of the dukedom of Ego, called Ogiego. He got the daughter of the dukedom of Ego pregnant while he was transiting into his own old town where he come from, where he understood things very better. And the people knew of that event or incident. And when the Ogiego gave birth to a child, the child was dumb. He couldn't talk, but he wasn't deaf. Okay, they did everything they could do to see the child talk. The child wasn't talking. So they also went back again to the father. And the father now gave them, ekwa, this is the throw on the floor, we did it while we were young. We do it with some of these, either we do it with this rubber, rubber seed or whatever. So, and they were playing it one day, and it was during that playing that he spoke his first word, which was translated to become Eweka. That would not become the title he got in as Eweka, Oba Eweka the first. So the Ogiso dynasty ended with Ogiso Owodo, and the Oba dynasty began with Oba Eweka the first. Okay, guys. Now, having said this also, if you also go to the Shekiri, also there's also a story of how a prince also in Benin left Benin City and also, transited within the delta area of Nigeria today, and resided and formed the Ishekiri kingdom. Now, if you see the Ishekiri kingdom, they have the same name as the Benin. They have the Iyase. They have, the Iyase of Iyase. They have all the names you can think in the Benin Traditional Council is also the same name that is being beard in this part. If you go to the Equere, in River State, they also have a link to the Benin Kingdom. If you go to Anambra, some kingdom in Anambra State today, they also have a link to the Benin Kingdom. And if you go to Asaba, to Abo, the Obi of Abo also has a link to Benin Kingdom. So all this old thing signifies that the entire South are linked together either by royalty or by birth. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about how the Esan came up. In the 15th century, which is around 1440, AD, under the reign of Oba Ebari the First. Now, Oba Ebari, we all know he was a very strong guy. He was a man with so much mystical powers, and there came a time that he lost his two sons the same day. And the guy got so pissed off that he put a law that nobody should cook, neither should anybody bath or barb their hair for 3 years, just to mourn the death of his sons. It was a harsh decision. It was a very harsh decision that he made that people could not actually bear. And most people decided to leave Benin Kingdom and migrated towards today called the Esan community. So you see that in every area in the entire South, something actually tied us together. Whether the story of Oduduwa is in favor of the Benin's or in favor of the Yorubas, one thing is eminent in it, that there is something that tied us together, which is the throne of the two kingdoms. The same thing with the Shekiri people, the same thing with the Kore people, the same thing with the Abo people, the same thing with the Asaba people, and some part of Anambra. So that shows that the entire South region of Nigeria, we have some historical connections together. That's my point. So that historical connection is what we need to reawaken in order for us to have a coherence as a people and come together to build a united, formidable, progressive, Southern Nigeria. So the reason for my story today is not all about to tell you the Edo story, but it's to tell you how we are able to connect in one way or the other as a people. Okay, doesn't matter the perspective that you know, but these stories are there, that there was a fusion between these people, whether positively, whether to advantage of one or to disadvantage of the other. So if that is the case, the same thing that linked us together can also bring us together to have a better Southern Nigeria in a period like this, where unity becomes the most important ingredient for a nation to develop. We in the South, we have the most, we are intellectual people, we are more educated, we are more eloquent, we have everything within us. But one thing that has actually made us not to get to where we are today is unnecessary what? Division, separation. That's it. You see, an Shama will tell you, I'm not a Benin man. Even some Benins, they still fight themselves as we speak today. So I wonder what some of us do. Okay, I want to say something very clearly here. People will tell you that it's a Benin person, a no Benin man, but will tell you, I don't believe, for example, in the palace. Reasons because they feel the Oba came from somewhere. But when we are in Europe, when we become citizens of Europe or America, wherever we are, we will not want the people who owns the land to treat us differently from the people of the land. We feel a little bit not too okay when we are being treated as people not part of the place. So, my purpose tonight is to say, we can't progress as a people until we decide to unite together. We can't move forward as a people until we decide to create that bond of unity so that we as the southern Nigeria, we are connected by one way or the other, for one reason or the other, for whatsoever purpose. The way you're going to look at it, it doesn't matter. We are connected. Okay? I told somebody a few days ago, I said, the Ogieme family is connected to the Oba family. In one way or the other. Because we are all Benin's. If not from the beginning, when you marry a Benin man, you become a Benin. Your children become Benin's. That's the law. So when you marry an Ikwere man, your child become an Ikwere. So we must see ourselves as one in order for us to be able to change the narratives of the division that was created by the white people. Before the coming of the white people, these people were so united. The Jaja of Opobo, the Oba Bini, Oba Environment, Obasi, and all, they were in one accord. They had this bond of operation they were doing together. Before the white men came and separated them and divided them along their business lines. So what you see today in the South is business empires created by the British people for their own selfish interests, but impose it on us, infuse it on us as our way of living. But refuse to do the same in the northern part of Nigeria. Every certain man that feel that we are so intelligent, that we are so educated, that we are so much educated, we should start thinking. Why was it not left united? Where there are different tribes in the north. The Kanuris are there, the Hausas are there, the Fulanis are there, the Tips are there, the wherever. There are many different tribes, but they left them as one entity and came to the south and divide us along their business, lines. And that thing they left for us is what we are still struggling with today as a people. Today we fight ourselves to say, I am for Biafra. Some who said, I am for Oduduwa. The other said, I'm from NAIJA Delta. Some who said, no, I'm not even NAIJA Delta. I'm from the South. Some said, no, I'm from Bendel, which is the Midwest region. Even within Bendel, they will say, no, I am Delta State, I am Edo. Even within Edo, they will tell you, I am Asia, I am Africa. Even within the Benin-speaking people, they will still tell you, I am not part of these people. A house divided against itself cannot stand. If we must get something right, we must be able to understand where we are, who we are, and what we are. We are united by our culture. I've asked so very many people today who argue with me in one way or the other. Why is the culture of Benin has some relationship with that of Ishekiri? The same with the Ijaw. The same with even the Yorubas. And some part of and the Igbos. Why? If we don't have some historical connection. Victoria Osamudeme, you just came in and you don't even know what we are talking about. This is why I say sometimes you guys just come up to the platform. You will not even understand where they are going to. You will just jump into a program at the middle, and you just make a contribution that will make the person look as if the person that is writing makes you look as if you are not actually cohesive. I would suggest to us, my brother and sister, that when you come to a program, you need to sit down a little bit, at least take 10 minutes of your time to understand where they are going to, where they are coming from, because you cannot be able to not get, the facts and figures put together. Okay? I want to talk about dates. The date, I quoted the dates, which I know was important, and everything I did was to tell you what happened, where we are united. So it's good sometimes when you come in, listen, and get yourself educated. If you feel you know better than us, please, I will advise you, go to the front of your YouTube or Facebook, do a video, and let us hear your side of the story. Thank you. So, guys, so that is what I am saying now. We need unity. But even we the Edos, we are not united. Like I said, I said, without unity, we can't do nothing. We can do nothing. Why the Africans are not progressing today is because of this attitude of bring me down syndrome that we have. We have this attitude that bring this person down. It's always in us. We come in here, we insult people even when we know. We insult people even when we know we cannot also do what they are doing. We do it out of jealousy for no reason. That is why we can't go. We can't actually go on. We can't move on as a people. We must get this idea of trying to not to bring down, but let's do everything we must do to make sure that we as a people, we are able to uplift one another. That should be our focus. Not bring it down. You know, we are very good at that. We like picking points just to discredit, to destroy someone because we feel the person is doing what you feel you can't do. That's not life. Nobody progresses when you destroy others. I've said people before. You can't progress when your attitude is to bring him down syndrome. We must transform our people as Africans to go away from that mentality of bringing down. Let's start operating on a level whereby even when your brother is progressing, support him, correct him when he makes mistakes. Let him understand this is what he needs to do to get it better. That's why we are suffering. That's why we are having the problem we are having today. That's the problem we are having. We must begin to tell ourselves the truth. Sometimes when I see people come on even when we talk on social media here, the way people reply you, I start wondering, what kind of people are we? Please, guys, we must understand this now. Listen, I can't do it alone. Now, both Facebook and YouTube now, I have about 150 people watching me. Without you guys, this message can't go. Maybe at the end of the day, I'm going to have a share. They're going to share this video now, maybe 50 times by you guys. So you made the message go on. That is unity, cooperation. That's the only way we can move on. If you have an idea that I know I love, for me to bring you down, I'm going to tell you, please, brother, can you teach me this idea? You have a business plan that is workable. Come to us. Come to this social media. Say it out. Everybody is not going to accept you, but few of us will follow you. That's the only way we can move. What I'm doing today, I'm not being paid to do it, but I feel in my time I need to make my own contribution for the betterment of my state and my nation. Like most of you know, like all of you know here, we can decide to live in Europe. Just live here in Europe and don't care about anything Africa. But what are we going to do for our people back home? So that's why we are trying to build unity among us. Whether you are Igbo, you are Ishekiri, you are Ijo, you are Afema, it doesn't matter. We are one people in the South. That is the new vision. That is the new mission that I have. One people in the South. United Southern Nigeria. We must unite together if we want to have a better country called Nigeria. This breakage among us will not help us in any way. It will help us. It will help us. I'm bringing in Magnus Okara. He's an honorable man. I'm bringing him to my show by 8 o'clock today in an hour's time. Yeah, I'm beginning to talk about the Edo people. It's going to be only on YouTube anyways. It's going to be only on YouTube. Only on NAIJA Watch. I'm bringing him live tonight. You know why? Because I believe in United Nigeria. Bragged with the South. I believe in that. I grew up in Yoruba land. So I know that we have the same thing. Everything about them with us is nearly the same. The same way we cook, everything. So please, guys, let's stop this bring it down syndrome. Let's stop it. As the Edos, it's very common among us as Edos. Let's stop it. Let's end it in our time. Let's kill it. Let's not transfer it to our children. Let's not transfer it to our children. Let that thing, let it die in our time. Let's end it in our time. Let's end it completely in our time. Let's kill it in our time. Please, guys. Let's do everything. Let's have a new mentality. Let's talk to our families. Let's talk to our children. We are one. Let's unite. Let's build that unity together. That's the only way we can move forward. That's the only way we can change things for the better. Please, guys. This way in the north, there are different ethnic groups, even more than us, but they see themselves as one because they were banded together from the beginning by these useless British people. They refused to divide them, but they came to our own. They divided us into small people. All because they want to make us irrelevant because they know that we are too intelligent as a Southern Nigeria. Yes, that's my point, Sister Maybe. If we all come back, the south, the southeast, the southwest, we come together as one. We speak in one voice. What are you talking? Nigeria overnight go just start the better. Because in the north, do you know why the north always win? Because they come up with Arawa Consecutive Forum. They have the Arawa Youth. But inside Arawa Youth, they have the Middle Belt Forum. They have the Fulani whatever. They have the Hausa whatever. But they not have one body that controls all the 19 states in the north. We don't have that in the south. There's nothing like that in the south. All we have in the south is Oduduwa or Afenifere. In the east, Apop or Indibo. Then in the south side, they have the south forum. Even with this, the south don't get their own. Yoruba get their own. Ijo get their own. Security get their own. Ikoyi get their own. Everywhere scatter. Everywhere scatter. Small mushroom, communities. Then when Edo speak, Yoruba will say no, we will not support. The Ijo when he just speak, Ijo will say no, we will not support. That is the problem. You cannot get anything from a state whereby we are not united as a people. Imagine in Edo State, in Gelegele, the governor wants to build a seaport. My own brothers there, my Ijo brothers there, my own brothers took the governor to court. Took the governor to court. It took time. It took how many months before the case was done by the state government? And you know how much have we spent in taking lawyers to fight that case? And now we. And the benefit of that Gelegele seaport is for the people in Gelegele and the entire South. That is what the British planned from the beginning when they divided us. That was their plan. They allowed the Sultan of Sokoto to be the king, the overall king of the entire northern state. But they came to the south. They divided the south and allowed each community to have a king of their own. That is not answerable to anybody. You get it now? That's what they did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Justice, I mean, yes, there's division. But they will unite against the South. Internally, there must be division. You know, in those days, when we were growing up, I grew up in a very big extended family. I'm from here, Solu family, my mother. My grandfather had 3 wives. He had so very many children. And they had so many grandchildren. Okay? So very many grandchildren. In those days, we fight as children. But nobody dare come to my grandfather's family. Nobody come there. If you fight one person there, oh God, you're going to see war. Internet, there's division. But when it comes to an outsider, there's unity against the outside. Yes, that one, I'm going to talk about that one in my next video. Why we must start teaching our children Benin. One day, I'm going to do a video that I'm going to always speak Benin. Yeah. I'm going to do a video, going to be only Benin. If you cannot speak Benin, if you don't understand, now you know that the only Benin, Edo from the beginning to the end, no stop. Because we must begin to teach our children many things. That unity is the first thing. Let's see ourselves as brothers. Let's see ourselves as sisters. Then we can be able to fight our common enemy. That is just the truth. So we can be able to fight our common enemy. That's the only way we can progress. Let's trust. Let's bring trust back. And if they trust you, please, brother, please, sister, do not fail. Don't fail. Don't fail me when I trust you. I beg. Because if you fail me, you would have injured me. If I trust you, let that trust make sure say you do everything to protect them. That's who I am. Oh. If you trust me for any reason, bros, I will hold it dearly. I can even decide to displease myself just to make sure say that trust is not broken. That's the only way we can move from where we are now to where we are expected to be. That's what I'm begging for. If you're a Robo here, Ishekiri here, Ijo here, you are Benin San, you are from Afeman, that is I don't know this area. Please, we can make this possible. We can make this possible. Our forefathers failed us. We shouldn't fail our children. We shouldn't fail. We're going to tell them, Uruboma is your brother. And if they bring Uruboma on your house, not saying you're picking off in Mariam. Our papa create problem. Oh, you bring Uruboma say Oviobo. He I wanna do you. Idiot boyo. High. If the man say I will not follow you go. If the woman man and you will about la what? The same thing. And Anisha man want to marry from Benin. Say, Oviedo. You want to marry Oviedo? He said, nine. Oviedo when they kill their husband before before they finish. They give us so much fear that we now marry along tribal lines. And it's causing more division by the day. More division by the day. Benin is marrying Benin. Isha marry Isha. The other marry the other one. It's creating more division by the day. More division. Billy Andrew, I've told you before, I did not collect any 1 naira from anybody. So that you guys should get sense into your head now. I never collected a dime from anybody. I don't even know about the money until that video came. It's better you guys get off my wall and don't come here to talk this trash. I'm on live now. I've said it several times. Nobody have ever come out to debunk what I've said. Not even, I don't even know about the money. Do you look at me like somebody that is suffering? Because what is wrong with you guys, self? Are you guys so daft and dumb that you don't use your brains? Go check my wall. If you don't believe me, then get off my wall. You're not supposed to be on my wall. If you don't believe me, you are not supposed to be here, my brother. So you get off with the wall. Go check my wall. Go check who I am. You don't come to people's wall and tap nonsense. Listen, guys, the entire money put together, give it to these guys. I'm bigger than that money. So don't come to somebody's wall, my sister Grace. He's really getting pissed off. The entire money put together that you guys come here, go in a guard. I've gone beyond that. You have my phone number there on the wall. You just call anybody in Sweden, call any Benin in Sweden. Ask them about me. I'm too proud to say it. I'm very too proud to say it. Ask them about me. Okay? Ask them about me in this country. What I have done, I don't think many of you have done that. I don't think many of you have done it. What I've done to our brothers here in Europe, I don't think many of you have done it. You can even do it all your life. I'm very bold to say it. People are watching me here now. People are watching me. Yeah, ask them about me in this country. I've faced many people, jobs and even their documents without no cover. People are here watching me if I'm talking. So you don't just come to people and start writing nonsense. Okay? Many people here, then in this country, Sweden where I live in, they know me. I'm an household name. It's not coming about talking about 200,000 naira. What is 200,000? Some of us for this abroad, then we never really see money. Okay, we are still struggling. We are still struggling to survive. So when we hear some small money like this, we get a little bit, jittery. That 200,000. I'm a professional cook, well-trained one. Listen, do you know that I cooked for Obasanjo when he came to Sweden? So I've been in this for a long time. So my brother, when I talk about look people when I talk to, go check my work, go see the kind of job I've done. I've been a boss for years. Go check my work, brother. Don't mind if less than 500 euros. They're going to talk for a year. Do you know? I beg. I don't blame you now. Said they said the girl had side chicks. Now really side chick, my brother. Now really side chick. Justice and now really side chick. Not mad. They will not just come. Listen, guys, let's forget about the money. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's gone, it's gone. If you want to be a social presenter, go to the social media space and do it. I love doing what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm here. So I'm doing this for fun. Okay? That's your problem now. Why are you here? You don't believe me? You are still on my wall for 1 hour now. All these boys, they're not where. They are distracting me, Sister Gawa. Let me even remove it. My brother, do not lie to the public. You are close to my area. You do not have work. You are on social benefit. Who is this? Who is this, Sylvia? Who is this, Sylvia? Oh God. You know, nothing. Not the person we know see for Facebook. Oh God of Israel. Oh God. No, no, actually, we done it. It means you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. What is his name? Sylvia. You don't know me. So if you know me, which country do I live? Which country do I live? Tell me the country I live in. Write it down there. Let's discuss that. Please, guys, hold on. Which country do I live in? Okay. Right now, Sylvia, which country do I live in? I need to tutor some people today. No, don't worry, Happy Smith. Let her answer. Which country do I live in? And which state? And which city? If I'm close to you, you should be able to give that. Then if you cannot give that, then you are lying. Okay. I'm a working class guy. Okay. I stopped working this year because I started a business of my own. Okay, guys, don't be angry now. I need to talk to some people here. I have worked for 14 years as a chef. I work with Scandic Hotels as a chef for the last 14 years. I'm a professional chef. I cook anything that is food. Okay. I started working this year, like I said, because I started a business of my own. I have 2 online businesses I'm working on. I don't talk about my business because I feel it's unimportant. I might even know Bitcoin, like Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin. BIZZCOOIN. So I am involved in Bitcoin. I'm one hell of a guy who does business with Bitcoin. I make a lot of money every day. If you don't know, then I'm going to teach you. I also do other business online. You know, I'm an online businessman. No, man, let me educate these people a little bit. Okay? So you don't come people to, if you don't know people, you don't come to people's line and talk anyhow. Okay? In this country, I've worked and I have helped many people than even the government of Edo State would have done. So if you think I'm lying, get my phone number, call Sweden and ask them about me. So let's leave that alone. So guys, my plea, you know what I'm saying is the same thing now. We the Edos, we love this bring it down syndrome. Destroy the person. We have this mentality in us. And it's not good. It's not good. We have it. We as the Edo people, we have this bring it down syndrome. I've told many people here. Say if you bring me down, for example, you're not going to gain anything. You're not going to gain anything. Rather, you're going to lose. Because I might be of help to you tomorrow in that position where I am. But if you try to bring me down and I was not driven away, They will not give you the position. They're going to give it to someone else who might not even be from Edo State again, or even from Africa. They might just go and put another Arab man in that place. And many of you know what I'm talking about today. Many of you know what I'm talking about today. How we have been able to lose positions that we are supposed to benefit from as Africans. As Africans, no, we decide to lose it out because because of this jealousy. That we have inside of us. If we can do away with that, we can have a better nation ahead of us. If you don't believe in me, that will not make you to bring me down. If you don't believe in her, that will not make you to bring her down. The best you would do is for you to go and form your own. And try to explain to the people what you think is different from mine. It's going to help you. I believe in unity. That's what I fight for. If you feel okay, I am not good enough, or she's not good enough, fine. You go create your own that make it better than her own. Then she will not learn from you, or he will not learn from you. Rather than you are not creating anything, the one who is actually creating, you are destroying that one. Does it sound okay to anyone? Does it sound okay to anyone? They say no. Does it sound okay? We must try to understand how can we live our life in a way that we can be able to build a united family as a certain Nigeria. Then we cannot be able to have a better Nigeria for ourselves. The problem of Nigeria is not the government. The problem of Nigeria is you and I. That you understand what I'm saying now? Like somebody just said now, the person doesn't even know who I am, doesn't know the country I live in, doesn't know the state I live in. He just said, I am of benefits. Assumption. You bring it to the public domain because you don't want to discredit someone's character. And that is so much worrisome. We must try, let's unite together. Build a formidable force for unity, progress, prosperity. A people that are not united cannot progress. Who are the leaders? Who are the leaders? It is you and I. Once upon a time, the governor was like you. So when I speak with wisdom. We must begin to train ourselves from now. What they exhibit at the top is what they have learned while they were in your position, like you and I today. That they had this bring it down syndrome that we already have. So to destroy you is already there in them. So when they get to power, that is already there. So your bad habits, coupled with the power that you now have as an executive or as a representative of the people, then you oppress them. Oppression doesn't just come As you get there, no, that habit is already in you as a person. So when you now have the opportunity of not coming to power, you not take the advantage of the power that you have with that bad habit that you've already created. You now put them together and begin to act indiscriminately. So the problem is not the people at the top. The problem is from where they started from, which where you and I is today. For example, before 2016, there was no. After 2024, now Basiki is going to leave. It cannot stay more than another 4 years. The man is going to become the next governor now. The man is going to be the next governor now. He's going to come from among us. That's how it is. So, guys, let us unite. We are one family. Edo, Urobo, Yoruba, Isuko, Ibira, Abo, Ikwere, Ishekiri, Ijo, Afema, Akoko Edo, wherever the tribe is, Asian, we are all one. We are one, united people. Yeah, you are free, Kafu. You are free. We are all one, united people. That is my point. That is my fight. We are one united people. So let us unite together and build a formidable Edo. Hello. Yeah, I'm okay.
Bluetooth mode.
Yeah, hello.
To speak to all Edos, listen to my voice with a wish. It is so sad that this thing is happening around us in Nigeria for so many years ago. Like our senior advocate of Femi Falana, proclaimed this morning that a lot of these things are, this thing is happening to us because our country, where they call Nigeria, is a kind of enterprise that was established without the concept of the indigenous people. That is our ancestors, we the Nigerians, people they call Nigerians today. And our history was taken away from our curriculum. That, they don't teach us our history in schools. So we are all bound to make mistakes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, there's no history bounding us together as a people. If you ask Asian man, where are you from? He will say, I'm Asian. If you ask Urobo, he will say, I'm from Delta. But we all forgot, all South is Delta. Let us put it that way. And we all...
We're having some problem with your connection, sir. Yeah, but the people are not hearing you. It's not what coming out. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe you have to call back again. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we have some network issues there. So, guys, I need to go now because I have another meeting in 30 minutes. Join me at NAIJA Watch where I discuss with Mr. Magnus. For, you know, if he's from, he's an honorable guy who is going to come up and going to talk about the Niger Delta and the South region today. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys, and I say a big thank you to all of you, Mercy, and every one of you who have actually supported this movement from the beginning. So we appreciate you all. Let's continue to believe in ourselves. Let's not degrade ourselves, and we can make mistakes because we are human beings. We are not prone to not to make mistakes. So if paraventure anyone makes mistake and they comes out to apologize, it is our duty for us to forgive them. It's very, very important. So that's why I will never discuss anyone about any money or whatever. It's none of my business. Whatever that happens there, I've already explained it in my series of videos. You can go watch it there and see what I said. Okay, guys, we still love every one of them. They've done so well. Abat has done so well in his time. Even Stainless did so well. Newton did so well. Every one of us did so well. And for me, I think there's nothing wrong in that. Whatever that happens, it's just a mistake that we all can easily correct, you know, as we move on. Thank you, guys. Join me at NAIJA Watch by 8 o'clock in 30 minutes time as I engage my brother, Comrade Magnus, you know, to discuss, you know, issues bordering on the United Southern Nigeria. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Bye for now. See you in 30 minutes at NAIJA Watch YouTube TV.